Hi friends, today we are going to learn how to do the deductions for an absence type in the Oracle payroll module. Before we start, I am going to divide the complete content into 7 different sections. So I am going to create a playlist and that playlist will have 7 videos, and each video will help you to understand a particular component in this full assignment. Firstly, I'm going to show the absence entry screen, and once we input the absence entry, which is 6 days for an employee, I'm going to show you from the back end how we can find out the total count of the absence days for the employee and so on. And secondly, I'm going to show the element setups and its element link setups. And thirdly, I'm going to show you the PLSQL programming. And fourthly, I'm going to show the formula function setup. And fifthly, I'm going to show the complete fast formula where I'm going to take you line by line of the code items. And sixthly, I'm going to take you through the formula result setups. And finally, we are going to do the quick testing of running a monthly payday for an employee. And we are going to see how our all these components are integrated together and had given us the expected results. Okay, let's open the application screen. I'm querying an employee by number 346. I'm going to absence screen. See, this is the existing absence. You can see absence start date and end days. And let me input a new absence. I am saving the absence record. Let us see from the backend. This is a simple query that joins all the per absence attendance table and its types, per all PPF table, assignments table, and so on. I will share the query in the video link down. So I'm going to query for 6 days, which is nothing but my absence type. Let us query all the leaves available by the staff in the year 2020. And let me add the date start and date end. So I'm getting date start and date end. Now let me try to calculate how many days are there in between these 2 days. So I'm going to separate the date end and date start, and I'm going to add with 1 so that I will know the exact number of days in this absence duration. Let me sum it out by employee level. So I'm getting now summed up all the absences together. My absence days is 76 so far for this employee in this year. See, you can see the absence records. I'm going to explain the logic now. So the logic which I'm going to take is first 15 days of the sick days I'm going to keep it as fully paid, where I'm not going to do the deduction. And from the 16th day to 25th day, it will be 1/4 of the deduction. And from the 26th day to 35th day, it is off deduction. And from 36th day to 45th day, it is 3/4 deduction. And thereafter, after 45 days, I am going to do the full deduction. Here, what I mean as full deduction, off deduction, and one quarter deduction is nothing but I'm going to take the 1 day salary, and I'm going to multiply those by those number of days, and I'm going to apply that concept. Like if it is a off deduction, it is a off day salary times those number of days. If it's 3/4 deduction, it is those number of days times 3/4 times the one day salary. So I think these kind of deductions are there in the Kuwait labor law also, which is in Kuwait legislation in the Middle East. But I'm going to show the complete demonstration in the Canadian legislation. And this is an ideal example. This doesn't exactly symbolize how the Canadian laws are being applicable on the sick days. Now, in our example, there are some n number of days are there. Okay, in the next video, I'm going to show how to define the element setups in this task. Basically, I'm going to take two elements. So one is for the current year and one is for the previous year. Thank you for watching the video, and see you again in the next video.